So, the last two meetings that I have attended in recovery, the topic has been pretty much the same. So, I think that's kind of a hint that maybe that's what I can talk about here. Maybe that's the topic to discuss. So, yesterday, the topic was one day at a time. And then today, the topic was living in the day. Pretty much the same thing. Now, you see, what I thought when I first came into recovery, when I heard the concept and the idea, and it's talked about a lot in recovery, this one day at a time. See, I felt like that was like a fucking death sentence. I thought what that meant was one day at a time. I can't ever drink again. I'm going to have to live just one day at a time, fighting against the urge to drink because that's what life felt like. It really felt a lot like when I didn't want to drink, when I knew that there were things going on in my life and I wanted to stop and I needed to stop and I just couldn't stay stopped. Like it was like a fight through the entire day. Like if I can just make it to the end of the day. But every day was a struggle. And I don't think that we're meant to live every day in like this fight or flight mode. I mean, who the fuck wants to live like that, right? Like, who wants to live that every moment of every day seems like this battle against life? So when I heard one day at a time, I'm like, oh, fucking great. Sounds like this is going to be wonderful. But you see, what I learned and what I have come to understand is there's so much more to that idea and that concept of one day at a time or living in the day than just not drinking. You see, what I needed to do is I needed to start applying that concept to every aspect of my life. Now, for someone like me, I constantly lived in the past or in the present. I never really lived in the day. Why? Because the day was just too uncomfortable. And that's why I drank, because I just didn't like being in the moment. I didn't like being right here, right now. That's where my mind was spinning, my stomach was in knots. I was restless, irritable, and discontent, as they'll say in recovery. I was just too uncomfortable. You'll hear people say things like, I just wasn't comfortable in my own skin. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't comfortable in the moment in the day because I didn't know what to do with it. My mind was thinking about the things that had happened in the past and how that was going to catch up to me, or what I was going to do a week, 2 months, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road. I never realized that the only control, the only thing that I actually am experiencing in life is right here, right now. This moment, this day. The decisions I make today, in this moment, are going to produce the results that I want to see later on. The actions that I take right now are going to be the thing that creates the next action. Life is nothing but a whole series of moments and decisions and actions strung together. That's it. That's all it is. And the only moment that I can actually make a decision and take an action is here in this moment in this day. So, one day at a time didn't become this struggle, it became this sense of peace, knowing that the things that happened, I'm not proud of them all. I'm not. I'm definitely not proud of some of the things I have done in my past. I don't regret them because they become tools for me to be able to learn how I could possibly do things different when faced with a similar situation right now. I don't need to run or hide from it. I get to make a decision on how I want to handle it right now. The future, I can't foretell the future. Wish I could sometimes, but I can't. I can only make a decision, take an action, and then see what's to become of that. I don't get to control the outcomes. I do get to control the decisions and the actions that I take, though. There are no guarantees, there are no certainties in life, but there are absolutely things that I can do to increase the probability of something happening. So, what do I want that to be? Well, I need to make a decision. And the only time I can do that is in this moment, in this day, one day at a time. Much love to you all.